This is my stream setup. Oops. There we go. What's up, guys? I'm Kai. I am an INTJ, and I'm going to be giving my perspective on ENFPs. My closest friend and my girlfriend are both ENFPs, so I've definitely spent a lot of time with this type, probably more so than any other. So I'm going to be giving my subjective experiences with this type. Okay, I'm going to start off with the first impressions that you ENFP guys make. So this video basically is going to be a pretty good ego boost to you guys, but I'm going to throw a few negatives in there, so just to spice things up. Okay, so first impressions. You guys are so bubbly, and so warm and fun to be around, and just you feel, this is for me personally as an INTJ, is that when I'm around an ENFP I feel like I can be more outward myself, because I'm usually a reserved and quiet person, but when an ENFP is with me, because of their open nature, I feel like I can be like that too. You guys have like this, almost like a hippie vibe, even though you may not look like a hippie or act like one. You kind of exude the feeling of this carefree, creative genius, pretty much. Had some of the best conversations I've had is with ENFPs. You guys love to talk about usually like theoretical, hypothetical situations, and that don't even matter. They don't even apply to real life. It's just cool to talk about, and you guys even go deeper and deeper, and we shoot insights about it at each other, and it's great. It's fab. You guys have secondary introvert feeling, I believe. However, it's very easy to notice when you guys are upset or any emotion, really. You kind of exude it more, project it more than, say, someone like myself who keeps it more internally. But even though you guys have introvert feeling as well, it does show more. I see it more in the INFP than the ENFP, but you guys are not good at hiding your feelings, like, at all. From my experience, you can always tell when something's wrong, or yeah, pretty much. Okay, so some negatives. I'm gonna give you guys some negatives, and this is just from me personally, because it's the last letter that always pisses me off about you guys. Okay, so I'm someone who likes knowing what's going to happen, and maybe you guys have had experiences, ENFPs, experiences with other types with this, but when you make a plan with you guys, it's always a half plan. There's never a full plan with an ENFP. Like, we're meeting this time. Like, for example, my friend, who we meet quite regularly, we kind of say we're going to meet, and I've had to get used to this because it's how you guys operate. We say we're going to meet on a day, but we never specify the time or the place until the actual day. And then the actual day comes, and then you guys will specify so where we're meeting. But before, no. It's as if, like, you guys want to keep your options open in case something else happens, which is fine, because I've kind of got used to it at this point. But it does get to me sometimes. Sometimes I like to have a full-blown plan. And I like closure and knowing not leaving ties unended. For example, you guys will just say something and then not respond, or or not solve the situation right away. Whereas I want to solve things right away, but you guys will just leave it. And I'm just like, all right. So even though it was a negative, it wasn't too bad. It's more of my subjective feelings about you guys. It's not that won't necessarily apply to everyone. But like a true negative about you guys is, I think you guys have a dark side. You guys can be pretty mean. Like I said, this isn't just based on my friend and my girlfriend, by the way. I've met other ENFPs as well. But I feel like you guys don't let someone cross you. Otherwise you want revenge, kind of thing. This probably won't apply to everyone, but to me that's just like, I can't be bothered. Like, if someone like does something, I think that comes from the feeling trait. Like, a lot of feeling types are like this. Like, they don't let people get away with something they've done or said, or, you know, like, if someone hurts you, you want to hurt them back, because I think that's a feeling thing. Whereas the thinking types, maybe we don't, like, it just, I don't know, it just doesn't bother me. Like, I will just respect that person less, and that's it. But you seem to have like a dark side about you. Also, if we are still talking about negatives, which is probably going to be more of a negative video at this point, I only talked about a few positives, but another negative I notice about you guys is, even though you're confident around people, you're not necessarily confident in yourself. And I don't understand that, because you guys are usually amazing people. You're really smart, you're really funny, you're warm and fun to be around, yet you don't feel that way about yourself. And I feel as if I value you more than you do yourself. And as an INTJ, I don't really understand that. But it's also nice because you're humble, and maybe the self-confidence would just completely obliterate the whole type. I'm not sure. I'm sure there are self-confident ENFPs out there. I guess you guys could tell me in the comments. This is my first video, so I have like no subs or views or anything. I just thought, I love talking about MBTI, I might as well just make a video already. So I'm not sure how this is going to be received. But yeah, sorry, I'm rambling on. ENFPs, okay. There's probably a lot more I could talk about, but I can't really think off the top of my head right now, and I don't really want to cut the video up. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. And ENFPs, overall, you guys, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I hope you guys like us too. I'm sure you do.